Welcome. Today we're going to go on a journey of Lech Lecha, a journey to your true self. I invite you to start by finding a comfortable position, and then let's begin to just breathe. 3 big breaths together now, each breath taking you closer to an encounter with your true self. 1. Inhaling as fully as you can, expanding your lungs and belly, holding it for a moment, and exhale. 2. Inhale, feeling relaxing sensations encompassing your body, and hold it. And exhale. And 3, inhaling as much as you can, feeling the power of the gift of oxygen flooding your system, and hold it to soak that in. And then exhale. And just relax, allowing your eyes to gently close, taking your physical sense of vision away so you can begin to focus on the sensations in your body. What are your hands resting on? Notice how the palms of your hands feel. What are your feet touching? Notice how the soles of your feet feel. Become aware of your head. Notice how your scalp feels. Can you sense how extremely powerful your brain is? And what about your mind? Can you become aware of your mind? Our mind is the home of our imagination, and our ability to imagine is boundless, as infinite as the divine source of our power of imagination. And so now, I invite you to use this divine power of imagination to picture yourself standing in a formless space with nothing to see around you except the presence of a warm, kind, loving light a little ways ahead of you. You instinctively move towards this light, feeling the endless compassion and love calling to you without a word or sound. And you sense that you're in the divine presence, held by its warm light and ushered forwards to where? You don't know. But you know that you're safe, protected by this light, and beyond any fears or doubts or negativity that you might feel in your normal daily life. And you realize that you're being taken on a journey. And slowly, the formless space around you begins to take shape. And you look around and you see where you are. A place that brings out feelings of calm and joy and peace. This place is uniquely yours, different from anyone else's journey. Maybe it's a beach with the soothing sounds of the ocean, or a mountaintop with a beautiful view, or a forest filled with enchanting trees and flowers, or the cozy room from your grandparents' house growing up. Only you know where you are. This is your space. And as you're guided fully into this space by the divine light, you feel its presence spread out and fill the space while pulling away from you just enough for you to be able to look around and see what else is here. And you notice, a little ahead of where you are now, that there's a bench. You walk towards that bench, and you see and feel another presence of light there. It seems similar to the divine light that led you here, but somehow more familiar. This is your soul, your neshama, your higher self, a piece of the divine presence that is uniquely you. Just observe whatever it is that you're experiencing right now. Notice the qualities of this presence, this higher part of yourself. What's it like? Your neshama has been waiting a long time for you to come to this moment where you can connect and learn. In the same way that our divine source embeds itself in the many forms of physicality on earth, so too in this moment, your soul takes on a form that is easier for you to communicate with and recognize. What form does your neshama take on in this moment? What does it look like? Notice every detail and quality about this divine being, presence, self that you can. And sit down on the bench with it and let it know that you're excited that you're here and that you're listening. first bit of knowledge the neshama offers is about you in your human form, giving you insight about something you need to know about the human life that you live day to day. So open yourself up completely now to anything you need to learn about this current human life you're experiencing, and listen with an open mind, allowing anything into your mind that needs to present itself. Beautiful. Any messages you receive here and now, you know that you'll remember them for the rest of your life. This is a very important moment with your total soul consciousness. You may hear messages in the forms of words, or maybe you see images, or maybe you just have a feeling. And whatever you experience is perfect. This moment that you're spending with your highest self is void of any fears. Fear cannot exist when the divine is present. So without any burden of fear, you ask this highest version of yourself, which is completely connected to divine source and is therefore all-knowing in anything related to you and your life. And you ask whatever you need to, anything that comes to mind. And maybe you say to your higher self now, how can my human self carry out my soul's purpose? And you listen. Your neshama being sent into a physical body on earth is a learning experience, a specific mission that it has that can only be fulfilled in human form. So ask this neshama part of yourself anything you need to know or do as a student in human form. And listen very closely. Any message you receive here is important. Good. Beautiful. Perfect. And now you realize that just as Abraham and Sarah had to do, there are certain things you will need to leave behind to be able to achieve what it is that you were sent here to do. Certain ways of thinking, certain ways of behaving, certain ways you've been showing up in the world, certain beliefs or fears that have been programmed into you by society or friends or even family. Ask your neshama what you need to leave behind to fulfill your mission. And listen. And you realize that as you spend this time together, you're completely rejuvenated. But you sense that this window in time, this stage of your journey, is coming to a close. You get up from the bench in this beautiful, serene, safe space, and your divine self rises with you and hands you a gift. You take it and notice what it is. Is it a message? A physical reminder of your spiritual mission? Something to strengthen you on your way? And as you notice what this gift is, your divine self moves towards you and wraps you in the warm light and love and presence that you entered this space with. And you come to realize that your divine self and your divine source were always one and the same, and that they are both with you now and with you always. And as that divine light grows again, the scene before you begins to fade away. And you find yourself back in that formless space with nothing but the divine light and the sense of calm and peace and deep inner joy. And with those feelings strong and close, you take a deep breath in, holding in the light and the air and the gifts you just received. And then breathe out. Gently moving away from that light, back into your inner space and the expansiveness that you hold deep within you in your own human form. Allowing that sense of inner peace and spiritual connection to remain. Feeling your awareness return to your body. Breathing in, breathing out. Focusing on the breath. And in your own time, opening your eyes. Taking the lessons and guidance you received on this journey to your true self, into your daily life, and knowing that you can go back to that safe space of divine presence and reconnect with yourself and your source whenever you need.